So, like I said, I was gonna go live when I got home. It took around like 30 minutes, so that's not a problem. I had to do my setup, set everything up, you know, everything's organic. It's not gonna be so artificial, coming out straightforward, you know. I don't have to put any makeup on like everybody else does and have to do like 150 or 200 push-ups just to get all pumped out. It's kind of crazy. So I'm getting ready for this live. And I know I had Jeff Green on here earlier that was talking about what he's going through. And it's cool because we can all talk about what we're going through. We have a lot of stuff that we're going through. And if we can't face these things together, then you're just stuck by yourself. So I have been writing a song called You Are Not Alone, which is a really good song. And it goes with our people and what I talk about and what I promote. What do I promote? I promote our people of who we are. You know, us white people, us Caucasians. And those that are subscribed, they should already understand that. It's not like newsflash. Gilgamesh talks about this and it's crazy. You know, it's not crazy. Because you all know when you subscribe to my page, you know what it's all about. So it's not like you're getting slapped upside your head. You already know what's on my page. You know what I talk about. I don't look out for subscribers. If you want to subscribe to me, that's fine. But I don't ask for it. I don't beg for that. You know? So when you come to my page, yeah, it's about my white people, my Caucasian people. Yes, it is. And that's not a problem with me. That's what I talk about. And I love my people. So, yeah, I'm not going to be that popular. And that's fine to me. I don't need to be popular. No issue to me. So, we all know what the story is. So, you have any issues, then don't be on here. I don't need you on here. You know, I don't have time for that. And I know we talked earlier, Jeff Green. Hey, Lapis, how's it going? Good to see you. One of my moderators. That's cool. So, hope everything's going well with you. Doing really well on your page, I see. A lot of awareness that you put on your page. Check out Lapis Lazuli's page. She has a lot of awareness on her page. It's really good to check it out. And that's one of the other Caucasians that I'll go to their page and I'll watch it. Versus other pages that are out there that are actually what we're all about. What are we trying to do here? So let's get it. I'm going to have, like I said, there's going to be a lot of breathing room. A lot of breathing room while I'm talking. You know, I might take a step out or I'm waiting for more of you to all come in and we all talk. And this is a live chat. So I could talk about many things. You know, I can have a subject that I push out, which is cool. And like I said earlier, and last week we had one with Jeff that had some questions about some stuff and we talked about it and we went for a couple hours and I thought it was going to be live with many others out there, but it doesn't matter to me because you know what, one person we could talk to, that solves a lot of other issues you might be going through, and we all might be going through the same issue that we're talking about that day. So let's get to it. Like I said, there might be a lot of breathing room and I'm reading live chats as they come out. And I'll get to each one of you. If I don't, we'll drop it in the comments and I'll create a comment and we'll talk about it. Or we'll just do another live and I'll talk about it too, right there. So like I said, this is my studio room. This is where all the good music's made right here. I'll be dropping 3 new songs that will be mixed with okay, those that I have listened to through the years, how can I say, those that my influences, you know, I got Jim Morrison, I have Ted Nugent, okay, those are two differences right there, you know, and then you got Danzig, that's another one. A lot of people probably don't listen to Danzig anymore. Metallica, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, man, so many others. So it's a mixture. Get Tom Petty. Did I say that twice? Because Tom Tom Petty's like my favorite. So it's a mixture of everything that I make my music and I project it out. When are you releasing new songs? I am releasing new songs, which I'll be working on one Saturday, probably be done by Sunday. So these songs I will produce them myself since my son's not here. I'll be producing them myself, and probably in the next couple of weeks, actually final and mastered, because I got to engineer them myself. So it's gonna be some work with trying to do my regular job, and it gets pretty hard. Now I sound like I'm just stuttering, but check this out. This gonna be some good stuff. Get ready for it. So I'm looking at okay. So we have the old songs like "Hate Me." If you guys look at my page, you got a song called "Hate Me," which is very interesting. It's more of like a flow type music. A lot of Negroids might call it rap, or Wiggers might call it rap. It's not rap, it's a flow. So I just go on there, which I'm good at it, so I just flow and I let it out. That's one song right there. I'm gonna master that. I'm gonna put it on Spotify, Apple, and all those other ones, and have it where you guys can play it in your car, and it'll be sound with very good engineering. It'll be high quality. So that's what I'm about to do with that one. And then I have another song called "Wow So Impressive." That's another one which I have to remaster and redo. And then I have another one called 1014, which is called Blood on My Bloody Kilt. And that's another good one. It's a one for my Irish people out there, 1014. We talked about that. Brian Boru, that's one song right there. And then I have, what's the other song I made? Man, so many songs I made. Well, you guys will see. Let's get ready for it. Danelle, hey brother, just pulled up to work for this third shift. Appreciate all the wisdom. I'm back in the gym. Hold on, let me read this. Live chat. I'm back in the gym for the last 3 weeks, going from 6'1", about 330, back down to 205. Time to win. Damn, good job. I'll tell you this, that is efforts right there. If you're doing that big leaps right there, that is very good work right there. And hey, like I tell everybody, anything that you're gonna do and your answers, your questions are right here inside you. You guys just go for it, you know. And we're here for each other to keep working and pushing out, being healthy, and not being lethargic and just relaxing and being lazy. It's good to like get up and do something, you know. Think about it. You go to work, you eat your lunch, you do all this stuff, and then by the time you get home, it's like, you just feel like nothing. Hey, break some sets while you're at break time. Do 50 straight push-ups. Do some sit-ups. Do some squats. You hit your next break. Do something. Burn it. You just do something, you know. And I promote that. And you know, Dan L, thank you for sending a message there. That's awesome, man. And it's good that you're doing that. You know, there's a lot of people that just don't do that. I want to read your message again. You know, I felt like I just went through quick with that. Hey brother, just pulled up to work for this third shift. Appreciate all the wisdom. I'm back in the gym for the last 3. Oh man, it just cuts off so quick. For the last 3 weeks, going from 6'1", about 330 back to 205. Time to win. Dang, that is awesome, brother. Like I said again, you doing that dramatic jump right there, that just shows a lot of work. That shows that you have ambition, you're ready to go, and that shows a lot about your ethics. Ethics are good. Having good work ethics is good workout ethics, you know, and that's a good thing to promote. Having good work ethics, good workout ethics. Good workout ethics, good work ethics. You know, you say you're going to wake up at 2:30 every morning, you wake up at 2:30 every morning. And when you do that every day, it causes this where you have no issue doing it. Unless you're not happy with your job. It's and then you got this thing you got to fight. But, you know, that's on a whole different level. We'll talk about that. So, like I want to do these live workouts. I love doing live workouts. I do high intensity interval training where you're doing running in place, You're jumping side to side. You're doing jumping jacks. You're doing punch outs, uppercuts. You're moving. Right. So you're doing a bunch, like 3 to 4 to 5 different workouts at one time, and you're going for 15 minutes straight. So you're doing 15 minutes straight, 4 to 5 different workouts. You do this in the morning. So guess what? It activates your high metabolism. It's very interesting. It activates your high metabolism. So when I eat my oatmeal in the morning or my 3 eggs, while I'm going to work, I already did this workout. I'm already burning. I'm already ready to go. And then I do a pre-workout drink. Hey, amen, brother. Got my protein shakes ready, gallon of water. Yes, sir. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. You got to be doubling up twice a day. If you want to do, to keep muscle gain or just have protein for your body, is to do your more than 50 grams of protein. Man, I hit, like when I was doing nothing but protein shakes, I was doing like maybe like 75 grams per hit. And then when I come home, I'm eating steaks, so I'm protein. I'm eating eggs. I'm eating a bunch of good food. My lunch is steak. My break is steak. I'm just eating protein. So I'm feeding nothing but protein to my muscles. And nothing's wrong with that. Drink a lot of water. You're talking about drinking water. Drink a lot of water. Me, with my whole body, I like to be at a certain weight. So I drink a lot of water. I take a lot of protein. I eat a lot of steak. I do chicken. But every day is like the same. My lunch is like the same too. So then I take my protein shakes. I do all that. But I like to eat the same. And my body's always going to be lean. I'm going to get my right amount of proteins. And my muscles are going to be tight. And then my skin's going to be tight. And your body's going to be all be tight. That's what I promote. Push it out. You don't need to be taking all these weird these supplements. You don't need to be taking weird supplements. You don't. Just take some vitamins. Just regular vitamins. That's right, brother. I had 4 turkey sausages for breakfast, 3 boiled eggs, water. Great after my set. There you go. That's right. Eat meat. There you go. You don't have to go off and go spend a bunch of money on what's it called? That stuff to get you all hyped up, that pre-workout stuff, and you don't have to take creatine. Oh, that's false. That's artificial. Don't be taking artificial stuff. Take stuff that works and adapts to your body. Let me tell you this, my white people. Listen to this. Our bodies love milk. Drink milk. A couple glasses of milk, man. Eat your steak. This is what we've been doing for years. Come on, man. We don't need to change it up. This is what the world tells you. Take these weird stuff over here. You don't have to. We do protein shake. That's a given. That's just giving us extra protein. I agree. Exactly, right? I have a cup of coffee sometimes, and what I do is I go to the gym immediately after working the third shift. That way, no excuses. Exactly. Coffee is cool too. Gets you in that tunnel vision. Yeah, I'll drink something like 2 cups of coffee. Yeah, they're like these little cups of coffee. I'll pound those 2 cups of coffee ready to go. And then when I get up out of my bed, I'm like so tired. I just roll over, boom, hit as many push-ups as I can. I call it 50 push-up wake up. Boom, hit as many push-ups as I can. Go. And that's a good little thing because it activates your nervous system. That's what you want to do. You want to activate your nervous system. And what it does, it starts sparking all these neutrons and all this weird stuff. It starts exploding. So your body's ready to go. Ready to go, man. I know I get a little far out there, but it's okay. It's okay just to be out there like that. So I like that you've been going to the gym. You dropped down immensely, man. That's a lot of weight. So you must have dropped down, got very lean. So that you must be very fast now. More quick, more mobility. That's good. I like working all that stuff too. So it's like I like to be fast. When I used to train a lot, do a lot of boxing. I was like, my fighting weight was 155. Felt really quick. But I feel better at 160, 165, then up to 170. But right now, I'm like 167, 168-ish if I'm wet. But I go up and down. I like to stay lean. I like lean muscle. That's me. That's just me personally. But I know everybody has their own goals. And to me, I like to be battle ready. Battle ready. You want to have your body to always be ready for anything to pop off. And that's what I promote, is to always be ready for anything. Have fast reactions. And I have videos I want to start talking about having fast reactions. That's why I always carry a red or blue ball with me at all times, because I'm always bouncing a ball. I'm always doing something. Hey, brother, got to get here and go to work, man. Have a peaceful night. Talk to you all later. Man, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Please drop comments in the page, and I appreciate you coming here. It's always good to hear from you, and I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. I'm going to have some workouts on this Saturday, and I think it's probably going to be around 11 o'clock. Get ready for it. It's going to be 15 minutes. It's something that you can do once to 3 times a week to activate the metabolism, so you're not gaining weight during the day while you eat. So if you do it during the day, in the morning, if you do it during the morning, you can eat, but your metabolism is going so fast, it's burning it, and you're not burning up your muscle. So check that out. It's high intensity interval training, but the way I do it is pretty cool, because I mix some combat in there, and you can do some, get some knees, you get some elbows, some punch outs, going back and forth, jumping jacks. So you do a bunch of different stuff, So get ready for it. Like I said, there's going to be some breathing time. I might take a step out. So keep on dropping comments. Let's talk. You guys know I have my page right here, that I want to keep it going where I can do this after work. I have 16-hour days, so 16, 17-hour days. So when I see my family is like really short. So I'm trying to bring it to where I can spend a little bit more time, but I want to bring good knowledge. So you got The Gilgamesh. It's CashApp, The Gilgamesh. You guys check that out. So I can prolong all this, so I can bring more information to you. So it does take time, it does take work. And I like to give a lot of information and knowledge to bless you. And while you're commenting, you're blessing me. So I like to hear good stuff like Dan L put on the comment, how he's dropped from 300 something to 20 something. Man, that's pretty impressive for being his height. That's pretty impressive, and what he's done. And I just want to commend him on that. That's a good job. A lot of people can't talk like that. A lot of people can't talk like that, because it's about bettering yourself, making yourself better, and it's not saying this, becoming a better version of yourself, man. It's how you look at yourself in the mirror, how you love yourself. You can't love anybody unless you love yourself, I haven't, like all these songs I've been coming out with are just about what I talk to you all about. You can't love anybody else unless you love yourself. You can't do anything else unless you take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anybody else. Anything else after that, it's artificial. It's not organic. Just being straightforward. So let's get into it. Drop some comments. Let's talk. Let's talk. I'm going to take a step out. I'll check the comments. So give me a minute. Now I'm back. Yeah, I know. I took a step out, so let me see if I can look at the live chat, the last live chat. We had some good live chats, I'll tell you that. We've had some really good live chats. Really good live chats. And we're going to have some breathing room. Like I always say, we're going to have some breathing room. There is something deep down inside of me. Here we go, here we go. All right. So, waiting for you guys to come back on here. I know I was on here for a minute. I took a step out. So, I'm going to keep it live. Sometimes I go 2 to 3 hours. So, that's a cool thing. All right. But, in a way, I feel it the next day. I do. I get up around 2 o'clock, 2:30 a.m. every morning. I do my little basics, my little basic workout, little shock the nervous system, but that only does so much. And then I go to work, and I get home around the time that you see me go live. And while I'm driving home, so you guys got the idea. So let's talk. You guys are going through something, but I got subjects. Of stuff that I would like to talk during the live shows. What's going on in America? No, what's going on in the world exactly? We all have some weird stuff going on. We see some weird stuff going on. So I know there's somebody that's on right now. Since you're on, drop a comment. Let's talk. Let's talk. Hopefully I can read from this far. I'm trying to get it to where I could hook up the laptop or hook up the TV and then have everything censored off so I don't have to walk up to the iPhone. Pretty interesting. Just trying to learn new things, I'm fairly new at all this. I'm so used to doing like short videos or doing videos when I'm at work. So I do a bunch of different stuff. And what I'm going to start promoting again is a lot of my skits. I do a lot of skits. And I got this new skit I'm going to do where it's called a Chicano skit, right? It's called a Chicano skit. And that one right there, is pretty different, So it's going to be like I'm dressing down. Like, you got to understand this, man. I'm messed up from the neck up, tore up from the floor up, So that's what I'm talking about. So I'm doing different stuff like that. It's kind of funny, but it's like we all understand this stuff, right? So I'm doing little skits, and that's kind of stuff I like to do. Stuff I think about, I like to project it and bring it to life. I don't like to just sit on it and just amuse myself. So I like to entertain others and drop some education and show what's going on in this world. What do you guys all think about that? We all live in this whole big old basket. And it seems like what's going on right now is so sci-fi, is so weird. And how are you going to deal with it? Because our children are dealing with it. Our kids, they're like, damn, wow, this is weird. Was it like this when you're younger, Daddy? No, it wasn't like this. It was not like this when we were younger. It was not like this. Definitely not like this. So think about it. If you're asked this question, was it like this? And it's not. It took a big jump. Since nobody's on here right now, I'm going to take a break and I'll jump right back to it. But this is what I'm talking about. Times have changed. And do you adapt? Or do you go against that grain of what has been set lately? And that's the thing. What do you do? It's like being at work. Everybody's on this whole thing. I'm so sensitive. I just complain about everything. And I just want to be an issue. Okay, let's talk about that. That's weird. You know? Crazy, crazy, crazy. People just want to be crazy all the time. You know? People are just crazy. You know? Why I like speaking out loud, well, I really do like speaking out loud, is because I think so much, and that's what smart people do. They think a lot, and they're right here. And it's good to project. And if you don't project, it's like system overload. So it's good to project, you know? Because you can go online, and then a lot of these other people are just like projecting just, you got it. You know what I'm talking about. I need to have to say it, you know? And I'm not trying to play the little censoring game either, because I really don't care. I'm pretty straightforward. I don't play that little game. So I'm going to take a break again because I'm waiting for y'all to come on here. Drop a comment. If you don't see me on here, drop a comment. And we're still going live and it'll still be played. So we'll talk. So I'm thinking about putting on some music. I have songs that I've made. If y'all don't know who I am, well, I'll introduce you. The Gilgamesh. And I make music. I talk about life. I basically stand up. I'm an ambassador of my people. And I speak about my people. And I'm proud of it. So when you come to my page, this is what you get. If you don't like it, it's fine. Do your thing, man. And I don't need your bad comments or whatever. If you get bad comments, that's your thing. That's what you do. That's your energy. What I do is I promote my people and I love my people. Nice shirt. What? Whoa. Okay, whatever. You know, actually, it's crazy. His t-shirt is actually the first time I wore it because my wife bought it for me. My wife bought it for me. I don't, you know, it's like, dude, I just threw it on today. I've been driving like 103 weather, and I was like, you know, I just go to my closet. I don't even get to wear half the clothes in my closet. You know, that's what sucks. I don't get to wear half the clothes in my closet. I'm always in my work clothes. So when I come home, I throw on this t-shirt. I guess my wife, hey, that's what she likes to see me in, right? So, you know me. I don't like to flex, bro. You get me? Hey, I don't flex, man. I don't walk. Hey, I don't go on with my shirt off on a bunch of my videos, man. I'm very covered up, you know. I'm just straight European, you know what I mean? I grow my beard like a Visigoth, you know. But today is like, man, I've been hot all day. But what I say about the homo, that's kind of funny, man. Damn. You can't be homo if you're with a European woman, right? There you go. You know, it's hard to be a homo if you're with a European woman, right? Because, damn, they're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. They're so beautiful that you can't be gay. That's pretty crazy, right? You know, I don't know. That's pretty hilarious. You know, from these other beasts of the field. They're going to be playing touch butt over here. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. But anyways, you got me. So, yeah. Yeah. Damn, maybe I might change my shirt and throw a sweater on. Lots of laugh. That's the habit you get living in Canada for too long. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Never been there. Hey. So, hey, maybe I might have to go over there. Justin Trudeau, right? What's his name? Trudeau? I like the word. It's so annoying. I know. Yeah. So living in Canada would be crazy, man. Like that new thing they have over there, man. I can't really speak on it. I never been there. Never been there, and I see the politics, and I hate politics. But we live it, and it deals with our paychecks. So you got to be involved with it, and I hate it. I just hate it. I hate it. I'm over it. You know, either you're left or right. What? Shitty weather, shitty demographics, shitty system. So it's like, yeah, I'd get that. So you're probably surrounded by Negroids and yeah, Mongoloids, and you're like, shit, dude. Next thing you know, you're gonna be connected to some Australoids. But the Australoids might be really cool because they could break down a little fire and then throw some squirrel or some meat, and that'll be cool. That's really cool. But hey, come on, man. To each his own. But I'd rather have a utopia with my own people. What's an Australoid? Hey, look it up, bro. From Australia, they got these Australoids, like the indigenous, like they're archaic people. Because you know how they used to send like that was a place where they send all the Irish. They're talking their own language, you know. So go send them over to Ireland, and they're going over there. And then you had the other indigenous people that lived there, and then you had the Europeans that went over there that wanted to Europeanize or make them like more civilized. These people that were like almost like like that. Yeah, exactly. They were not really. Who are we to really say civilized? But they were archaic, you know. And they want to dress them up like European and teach them the language and see what goes from there. And yeah, they did that. It's like an experiment. That's like white people's problem. We're so sympathetic, empathetic. We want to have projects. We want to grab somebody and try to do something and make something out of it. That's your downfall. Oh my God, now you got me on another subject. I was going to talk about this later. But it's like, that's the white person's problem. I prefer indigenous to Negroids any day, though. Hey, but let me tell you this. When you feel so sorry for something, you give it life. And when you give life to it, that thing that you give life to is only going to know how to react back to you. It's not going to be grateful. So I've learned that in my life at work. I work with a lot of Mongoloids. They're mestizos, okay? Mexicans. But when I help them out, what happens is it bites me right here, right at the jugular, right here. And it just doesn't work. I've countless of issues all the time with trying to help out. But I don't do that no more. I don't help out no more. Well, most of the resources these days are going to groids. Indigenous are pretty much going extinct. Exactly. But we've dealt with these other indigenouses. We have dealt with them. And we have ruined a couple. I know this, we have. So look it up, you know, it's pretty terrible. And I can go more deep into it, but I don't know how this life's going to go. My lives always go kind of this way. They do go that way. So I could either talk about this and I could talk about that. But I feel like white people could talk about white people and that's okay. Because it's in-house. This is in-house. And it starts with us. And nothing's wrong with that. You know? And it's cool to talk about these things. To be open about it. And know your history. We all have different histories because, like I say this, I'm a product of Caucasian diversity. And what is that? What do I mean by that? Because I'm different parts of Caucasian and it's diversity. You know, either German or Irish or Welsh or Greek or Scandinavian or what have you. You would be a product of Caucasian diversity. And that's just the right way of saying something. And a lot of people don't understand that. if you want to get on that level. You know, every time people say diversity, they think Negroid or Mongoloid. Or, you know, come on, man. Think about it. Look at the word. Look at the context of the word. Look at the definition of the word. And then you go, okay, all right, what's diverse? What's diversity? You know, we could look within our own people. We have diversity. Thank you, Jeff Green. We could look at our own people and say, hey, I have diverse. I could be Irish and German. Okay, you're a product of Caucasian diversity. You just come on, talk about it. You can either have Scandinavian, you could be Armenian. You can, you know, people do not understand that. Australoids, yeah. Lapis lazuli is saying Australoids, yeah. That's a whole different bone morphology. They have it's different. You know, just like you have Mongoloid, you have Negroid, you have Caucasoid. Our skulls, you go, oh yeah, you can't say this. I'm comparable to the Negroid. You can't say that. My bone structure, my nose, my eye sockets, my body, my bone density is different. The Mongoloid is different. The Australoid is different. It's all different. Think about it. If they dig you up 4,000 or 2,000 years later, they go, oh, you know what? Okay, I was looking right here. Jeff Green right here. Let me say, this is a Caucasoid. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's the way it goes. It's pretty simple. So when they try to do these findings of out of the Africa theory or all this bullshit, think about it. Where are the skulls? Australoids is like Robert Whittaker. Oh shoot, the boxer? You're talking about Robert Whittaker? Wait, no, you're talking about Robert Whittaker. No, you're talking about the MMA fighter Robert Whittaker. No, he's not an Australoid. No, he's from Australia. He has You have people that live. Yeah, UFC fighter. I know who he is. I was thinking about Finau Whittaker. Okay, middleweight division. Yeah, he got beat by what's his name? From Adesanya. I think he fought Adesanya, right? Yeah, he got beat by Adesanya. Okay, he's Australian, but he's not an Australoid. There you go, Adesanya. He's not an Australoid. He has probably Irish, Welsh, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, he's not Australoid. They say race is not real till they need to identify a body and bring it to anthropology. Okay. Let me go for the next one right here. Okay. Live chat. Okay, Lapis Lazuli says, they say race is not real. Race is not real till they need to identify a body and bring it in anthropologist. Find in a body and bring it to anthropologist. Yeah. Well, check this out. You dig up anybody right now. Okay, let's go this. You want to say this. Who's been here the longest? Look at the bone morphology. Look at the DNA. They'll tell you right there. Okay? We can't play this game and say, oh, these people over here has been here for hundreds of thousands of years. The natives, you call them natives because that's what you hear about. So what's been here? But we've been finding this Phoenician stuff over here. We've been seeing Nordic Viking stuff over here. But this is what we hear about. Okay, but really think about it. Let's take bones, and look at it. Like the Negroids. They say this. They've been in the Americas longer than basically everybody. They've been with the Native Americans. They call them Native Americans. They've been with the Indians. Okay. Really? So you guys been here that long. Okay, cool. But why isn't your bones and all that stuff like found? You were like, you guys were in Jerusalem. You guys were the Hebrew Israelites, but your bones are not found. You were the Vikings, but your bones are not found there. Why is that? Riddle me this. You are not found in any of these areas that you say you are from. So, it's called bullshit, you know? But it sounds good though. On paper, it sounds good. And I could see that people are going to stop watching my video because I'm like being straightforward. You know, like I said, I don't believe in the words. Wait, like Australoids and Caucasian. Semites, okay. Robert is a New Zealander born in Australia. He is mixed, I guess, Mongolian and Caucasoid. Yeah. Robert Whitaker, yeah, he is mixed. Robert Whitaker, yeah, he is mixed. You know, it's pretty simple. You can look at him. You know, his complexion is probably close to mine. He's a mix. You know, you're gonna have that. He might have some Greek or whatever. He might be Mediterranean. Who knows? But you can look at him and have an idea. You know, that's his nationality. He's Australia. You know, that's where he's from. So he's not an Australoid. I know he's not an Australoid. You see it in the nose. And then you got the brow right here, and then the forehead would be different, and then he'd kind of have this smunched in face. The face would be smashed in. Yeah, very cool. Yeah. So let me check out these other live chats. Yeah. So he's not. Robert is a New Zealander. Okay. Like Australoid and Caucasian. Yeah, he is like mixed. Semites are not Caucasian, right? I don't know. Hey, let me ask you a question. Lapis Lazuli, are Semites, are they Caucasian? I want to hear from your side. Because you talk a lot about this on your page. That'd be cool. What do you think? I want to have your understanding on that. I'd like to hear your little input. So I know you talk a lot about on your page. Check out Lapis Lazuli's page. Or like it said right here on the live chat, it's easy to tell. Semites are not Caucasians, right? Semites are 100% Caucasian. That's what Lapis Lazuli is saying. So why are they 100% Caucasian? Drop me some understanding. Let me know. Drop in the comments. I'm going to take a step out real quick. I'll be right back. This is good right here. This is good. I want to get more deep into it. Yes, now I'm back. So I'm gonna check out these live chats. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Semites are 100% Caucasian. All of Noah's sons are Caucasian. I don't think so. So Jeff Green says, I don't think so. Like the face of structure of Arabs and Jews are obvious. I think they are a Caucasian mixed. Let's say an Armenian versus Arab, you can easily tell the facial differences. Okay, that's what Jeff Green says. Lapis Lazuli says Caucasian is a skull shape. All of Noah's sons share the same skull shape. Japheth, Shem, and Ham all have identical skulls. Jeff Green says some Arabs like Syrians and Lebanese and Caucasians looking, but they were the ones who did not use the Arab, used to be Arabic. They were either under Roman Empire or Persian Empire. Why is it easy to usually spot a Jewish person? Even if he's Ashkenazi. All Europeans got Indo-European ancestry while Semites don't. Okay. Now, Lapis Lazuli puts out North Americans, Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, Europeans. We all share the same skull shape. All are Caucasians. All same race. We are different ethnically and culturally, but again, all related. That makes a lot of sense. So, Semites do have Indo-European DNA. Okay, check this out. Let me put this very simple, which can make more understanding. Okay, you dig up, you or me, they're going to see a skull. It's going to be Caucasian. Okay? The nose is Neanderthal DNA, as is the red hair. Okay, there you go. That's another one. So when you're looking at bone morphology and skull morphology. Okay, well, Mid-Eastern is kind of misunderstood these days. Like, we got Western Asias, they are different than Hebrews and Arabs. Okay. You gotta look at migration also, okay? We got migrations and all these different things that come in. And people will call themselves these people, okay? You can tell a Caucasian when you look at one, okay? Look at the nose, look at the head, look at the brow, look at everything right here, you know? And then you can have different types of Caucasians that mix. And then you have a different migration of different people that come in that say that they're those people. I'll tell you this straight up. I'll be straightforward. Those that are in Egypt right now are not the exact people that are from Egypt from back in the day. Those that are in Israel are not the same exact people, okay? There are a lot of mixed people that went in there and claim themselves as being this or that. You get what I'm saying? So, I can look up my DNA and I'll post up my DNA out there and hey, you can look at it. I'm Caucasian. I'm a product of Caucasian diversity. You can look at other people that are out there that say, oh, yeah, I don't think they're saying they're Caucasian because nobody wants to be Caucasian. Even Germany, we got Dutch and others. Yeah, but Dutch, you got the Danes. Hey, those are all Caucasians. And then you have Mediterranean. Are they not Caucasians? Yeah, look at straight up Caucasian. The Mediterranean, the Caucasians. Okay, Lapis Lazuli says Semites tend to breed with themselves. They retain the strong Neanderthal features, Ashkenazi mixed with European, heavily. The Neanderthal DNA lowers over time. The nose becomes smaller, the forehead broader. Yeah. So you gotta look at it too. So you got Cro-Magnon you got Neanderthal. Now you're talking about different parts of bone morphologies, and you're getting more into anthropology right here. And we can do a whole thing on that. You know, we can go for days on this, and we just talk about this. Think about it. It plays a big toll. So you can say, okay, these Caucasians over here, their body, they have thick waist. Their legs are thick. Their upper body, they're just thick. Okay, they pull from this over here. What part do they pull from? Think about it. They might have more Neanderthal. If you guys want to get into that, that's a whole different topic. You know, but being Caucasian or having a Caucasoid skull, for these people, you could dig them up, they're Caucasoids, if I'm answering that question. You know, but what are these people claiming to be Caucasian? That's the thing. You know, I've been told I look like this, I look like that. You know, I look like a very interesting person. I get that, but let me see. Lapis Lazuli says the caves of Israel is where Cro-Magnon, the first mix with Neanderthal, giving King David, Esau, and Jacob bred, possibly Joseph as well. Yeah. I've heard that too. And that makes sense. Jeff Green says, like it's sometimes hard to tell the difference between a Greek or an Irish face wise, but the Jews, their eye shapes, nose, and their jaws are so different than Caucasians. No. Greeks are Caucasian. You know? So let's say this. You have a Greek guy, a celebrity, playing an Irish. You have a Greek guy playing an Italian. You have an Irish playing an Italian. They all could play in different places. You got them playing a Sicilian. So look at Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. You have all these different types that could play each other. Yeah. But they're all Caucasian though. Think about it. But it's like, we have our own battles within our own people. Think about it. DNA-wise, who we are as a people, if you really look at it like that. Tribal. Okay, let's go like this. I said Greeks can pass for Irish, like they got similar facial features, but Jews are so different. Yeah, I do get that. It's like they looking like Barbara Streisand, or they're looking like what's the name? Okay, what's the name? The guy did Spaceballs. Remember the guy did Spaceballs? The the producer or director of Spaceballs. His name is his last name's Gibson. I'm not talking about Mel Gibson. I'm talking about, what's his name? Does anybody know who I'm talking about? He did like Spaceballs. He's done Blazing Saddles, and he was a Jew. He's a Jew, and his last name's Gibson. I forgot his first name. Like you can always tell by their eye shapes and jaws, or ears, or even. Well, it's kind of interesting. Like, I wouldn't even look at Jews. I can't look at Jews as saying that's almost an ethnic. I'll be honest with you. That's like these people are from somewhere else, and they're infiltrators. Semites are very diverse. There you go, Lapis. I got that. Like Jews, like you want to get deep into about Jews, you could tell. Like, look at their side profiles. You know, they're all over Hollywood. Look at Hollywood. They're all over. They're running businesses. They're running everything because this is what they do, you know? And you could tell by just looking at them. Liam Neeson has a Neanderthal nose. Yeah, oh yeah. Liam Neeson. Look at him. Look at his face. Jeff Green says Semites equals Arabs and Jews. Okay. So my question is like, okay, so you think about like, I feel like I'm getting into this whole conversation right here with this, man. It's very interesting. I like this. I really like this. Okay, so let me go back to this. I need to get to these other live chats. Okay. Semites are very diverse. Okay. Jeff Green says Ashkenazi equals mostly Semitic and Caucasian, but Semitic part always pops out. You know what? Okay, I get what you're saying. It's like this. Let's say, okay, hold on. Semites migrated out of the Middle East and into Europe thousands of years ago. Well, infiltrated, yeah, if you go there. Like, even if a Jew has blonde hair and blue eyes, I still can't detect them. Okay. That's the crazy thing. Because they're able to be biologically a bioweapon. If that makes any sense. It's like, it's almost like a hack. You could stand in a crowd and they think they're part of you, but they're not. But they are. Because they have part of you. So they're that hack that comes into the system. So you agree that Indo-Europeans and Semites are distinct. Are distinct? What? What do you mean? So you agree that Indo-Europeans and Semites are distinct? I'm gonna have to think about that. I really gotta get into that real quick. Let me let it go through my brain while I'm thinking about these other texts real quick, these messages. I'll get to these other ones. Like they had different ancestry. You know, they're gonna have some different types of ancestry, of course. No, they're gonna have different ancestry, of course. But they're gonna have certain blood, like. Let me ask you a question real quick. While you're messaging, can you see them on the page? So, like, I don't have to read every single one. Can you guys see them on the page? I just want to know that. Can you see what's being the live chat? Are you able to all see what's on the page? So I'm not just reading every one. Okay, so distinct due to some only mixing with each other over time. Yeah, well, after they mix over time, you can have a mixture, but it's over time. All of Noah's sons are from the Caucasus. Well, yeah, well, I do believe that too. But with the whole thing with the whole whole name of Noah, do I actually believe that? I really can't really get. I really don't want to like really say I believe in that, but I know that there was a person that had that. Like Jews only marry each other mostly, of course. What? Hey, Jews? No, wait, hold up. Jews? They mix in with everybody. That's how they infiltrate. It's called a bioweapon. That's why you can't detect them. Think about it. You can't detect them. They walk around. They might come with a big nose. They might wear certain size hats, but you won't know because they got mixed in. So it's like they're all up in the White House. Ashkenazis did at some times. Man. Some ethnic whites have a hard time accepting that we are the same race due to one Semitic tribe despising it so much. Okay. So let me ask you a question. All you right here. Wait. YH, some of them are hard to spot, but most of you can tell by their faces, to be honest. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I understand that. Okay, let me ask you a question. Can you tell a difference between someone with Scottish ancestry versus somebody with Welsh ancestry? Or German with Irish? Or Dutch? You know, they can mix with somebody else and you say, hey, they look Irish, but they're German. Or, you know what I mean? It's whatever they pull. It's whatever is pulling in that gene line. Got to think about that too. What's pulling in that gene line? Uh, it's diverse. Like it does not matter how pale their skin is, still the fish eyes and small jaws and chin or ear shape it shows eventually. What do you mean by fish eyes? Like how they're wide set eyes? Are you talking about wide set eyes? That's my question. You talking about wide set eyes? Or what are you talking about? I'm trying to understand. By fish eye, what do you mean by that? Explain to me. When you're saying fish eye. You see some Jews got some certain eye shape, but what do you mean by fish eye? Okay, they are one tribe and no way represent. Okay, they are one tribe and in no way represents all Semites. Semites are just Caucasian Semitic speaking people. Okay. I want you to converse with those that are on the chat. It's good to converse. It's good to converse. But I want to understand what you mean by fisheye. I gotta send you pictures. Can't describe it by only typing. So, are they wide set eyes? Are they close together? You know, are they hunter? Are they gatherer? What do you mean? I'm trying to understand it. Hey, I understand. You know, no. Okay, fisheye. Okay. So let's say this. Let me throw some out there. Like, what about okay, who's a Jew that we know? No, they're not close together. Like they are so down. Oh, there you go. I got you. I got you. Okay, I get you. Okay. Big eyes, small jaw, sloping forehead, large nose are all features. Are all features. Features that Neanderthal contributed to. Some enclaves only mix with each other while others migrated to Europe. Well, you know what? Yeah, they got a certain look. Okay, let's say I really don't have my hand on any devices right now. I want to turn on my laptop, but my cord's out, so I really can't look anything up. So I try to go off memory. Uh, I'm trying to remember the name of the producer. If you look at his face, he did a movie. Yeah, well, come on. Yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. I like how Jeff Green says those are those ones who stayed and later got into Roman Empire and got mixed with them. That's very interesting. Huh. Do you know how long the Roman Empire was an empire? How many hundreds or what thousands of years it was like an empire? And how they fell? And people really don't like to talk about it, how they fell. It was by diversity. Let's really talk about that. Like what's happening right now to the United States. Same thing. Opening up your borders, letting these others in. Diverse, diverse, diverse. Now you're not having a certain people that is connected. Okay, for example, my entire phenotype is Cro-Magnon. I do carry Neanderthal DNA, but it's so minimal. It does not present itself. Besides the red hair I was born with. Yeah, makes sense. As you see that live chat, you can see that. So I'm not getting off the topic. I am making an Instagram, and I will be going live on there, and figuring all these logistics out. So I will be going live, and I'll be able to be more, basically, more able to just come out and speak to more people and have more of a connection, because I know this YouTube is very hard for me to be doing this. What's my IG? Well, I'm having it made right now. So I can give it out in the next half hour. I can give out my IG. Since you're talking to me about that, I'm going to make IG, which I did not want to make anything to do with Instagram, but I have a lot of information. Okay, Shem, Ham, and Japheth are all Caucasians. Mongoloids and Negroids do not belong to this group. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. You will not regret it. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Because a lot of people don't like my stuff. Unless YouTube's cutting off half the people that go to my page. Like I said, I have 1,500 to 5,000 people that hit my page up every day. And you can look at my analytics. I could throw videos on my analytics. And I don't get it. They cut me off. So the analytics don't lie. I don't know Shem and Ham. Well, they're from those are the sons of Noah. I don't know if you're joking or being sarcastic, but Shem, Ham, and Japheth were the sons of Noah. And if you want to go from the flood and use that terminology. I posted in a community area a Jews with very strong Neanderthal features. This is what it became known as a Jewish look. Okay. All I say is Semites had different ancestry than Indo-Europeans. You're going to see a difference. You're going to see differences. You know? Okay, it's like say this. It's like say this. You know the difference. You can see a big difference between Greeks. Okay? From Greeks to, let's say, somebody from Russia. Yo, that's a big jump, right? There's a big difference. But are they still Caucasian? Yes, they are. Okay? But like we said, a Greek could play an Italian could play a Greek. Mediterraneans could. I know Slavs look different. Yeah. Yes, both are. Yeah. But you could put all those in the same basket and know you have similarities. Yeah, similarities. But you can't put a Negroid in the same basket with those and say, hey, we're the same. You can't. Different bone morphology. Everything's different. Yes and no. The tribes that stayed and only mixed with each other, others have more Neanderthal and DNA is very obvious. Absolutely, of course. So, Jeff, I know you're mixed. You're mixed. You're Caucasian diversity. You know, which I know that's like a lot of people don't hear that. Oh, I'm a product of Caucasian diversity because that's something I talk about. You know, so a lot of people say diversity and they think uh, Mongoloid or Negroid, but I like to promote that word for both my sides are Indo-European though. Yeah. So let me ask you a question. So if you're gonna have a child, are you gonna want it with just Indo-European? Let me ask you a question. Indo-European, or what would you like to mix? What is your mix? What would the mix be? If you're gonna have a Caucasian mix and it's gonna be diverse, if it would be diverse, what would it be with? What would be your choice? Would you mix with a German or what else would you mix with? Irish? You know? Those are probably another spectrum. I would not have a child with an Arab or Jew. Hey, I get you. Okay, there you go. Hey, because a lot of the Arabs and the Jews that you see right now are not actually. These are like those that are migrations. Also, you got to think about migrations that came into these countries that say they are these people. Look at Egypt, okay, and look at the tombs of Egypt and the DNA that's with those people. What's the DNA samples? Look it up. It's European. Okay, look, it's crazy. So you look up these places that have these Egyptians, and the people do not look like what's in these tombs. They got red hair. They got blue. They're different. But the only way you're gonna get these colors are from Caucasians. Those where you get these colors from. They don't come from any other race. These races receive it, or they get these upgrades is because they mix. I'd rather. Okay, Jeff Green says I'd rather get mixed with meds. Wait, what? But I would mix another. But I would mix any other tribe too. But Mediterranean girls are a preference, but are the end. I would not care that much as long as it's Caucasian. I would mix any tribe too, but okay. Yeah, but yeah, Mediterraneans are Caucasians. Yeah. Our differences are in the hybridization. Some of the tribes, such as Judah, that stayed have higher Neanderthal. Cro-Magnon is practically identical to modern European. The pharaohs has a Jewish look as well. Their Neanderthal content was high too. Hmm. I like getting information. I like receiving information, which I will check. Yeah, that's very good. That's very interesting. Yeah, if Mediterranean, yeah, that's you're not really that far off. From where you're at, you're not really that far off. So, uh, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's great. Versus you going off and then getting with like a Negroid, and then you just mess up your whole DNA, your whole bloodline. Your family tree just went to shit. It's like that's totally polar opposite. Or you get with like a Mongoloid, and now you just just messed it up. But a Mongoloid or a mestizo or what you mix with is going to have some type of Caucasian DNA also, but you also took part of that, and now you're going to have an issue within your bloodline, and they're not going to accept who you are. They're only going to go to the Mongoloid side. That's what happens. King Ramsey had Neanderthal nose and red hair. King Tut had a Neanderthal chin, but was Hoplo R1b, the most dominant European Hoplo today. Well, that's facts. Look it up. Facts. I've read that too. Facts. I like the idea that you got. Wait. Yeah, like as I said, some Arabs, like Syrians, that did not even use to be Arabs who are Caucasian. Look, I would mix with those any day than a Negroid or Mongoloid. Well, you wouldn't be that far off, but I would look at this. There's also other migrations, but migrations into countries like we see right now. In Ireland right now, they have a deep migration coming into Ireland. These Negroids that come in here are consuming it. And after they're done consuming it, in 100 years, they are the new Irish. Those are the Irish people. That's how people will view them and see them. So how you see Irish people now are not going to be the Irish, now. Yeah, that's terrible. There's a lot of stuff that we could talk about. And that is basic. So look, like that's why I promote on the page. That type of stuff right there is horrible. So look up in Ireland. Look at all the migration coming in. So they're going to have in 100 years, you got the new Irish. They're Negroid. And after they're done consuming it and being Easter Island and parasiting it, they're going to take over. And then if our Irish people don't do nothing, they're going to take over. Like I said, if we don't do nothing, they're going to take over. And that's the new Irish. I'm just being straightforward. Tell me if I'm wrong. Drop a comment. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not. I know I'm not. Because go look it up. Go look it up. Look how much migration is going to Ireland right now. Orders, because guess what? We got to be nice. I don't want Ireland to become like England. Like, look at London. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the Brits? Do you like the Brits? What do you think about the Brits? Another type of Caucasians. You got different types of tribes. Look at their football team. Hey, let me ask you a question though. You're looking at these other these other groups, Look how the Brits did to the Irish. You know what I mean? You don't think the Irish are gonna be pretty wise to them, right? That's gonna have a little issue right there. And when you want to go deep like that, you have like little confrontation and conflicts right there. Well, we got problems, but hey, they are Caucasians at the end. Exactly. There you go. That's the right word to say. There you go. I'd rather have an issue with my own type of people versus somebody else, because that's in-house and we could deal with it. Versus having other people come over and do what they do. Yeah, definitely. Not a fan, but that's our problem. Yeah. Our problem is this. If we can't take a step off, if we don't start doing something right now, these little biohacks, these people will consume. They will consume. They'll take over because they're controlled. They're easily controlled. And they're used as weapons. You could jingle a little bell and they're just like, I'm amazed. You could show them a mirror and they get amazed. They're happy with the blingy things, the things that bling. Us white people are not like that. Droids are Jewish. Thank you. They are Jewish weaponry. Yes, they are. Thank you. And if people can't understand that, that's why you got rap music. They do their agenda. They put their stuff out there. They say, this is black music. But you're using European products. Okay, but it's black music. Okay, I don't know. This is white. TV's white. My keyboard's white. That's all. Everything I have in here is white. Besides this tight ass T-shirt that my wife bought me is white. But you got me, the picture. Everything we do is European. So they go on our formats with their stuff that the Jewish push. Hey, guess what? We can use you guys because we know you feel inferior and you feel like this. So we'll tell you this: you are the Hebrews. You are the Hebrews. And guess what? We'll give you rap music. You could talk about hoes. You could talk about all this stuff that you talk about. But guess what? You are against white people. White people are the problem. White people have said, actually, you are a victim because of white people. Anything that you do or you mess up, it's a white person's problem. It's your fault because you're white. Interesting. If you don't make it out of the hood, it's because you're black and it's the white person's fault. Riddle me this, man. Half the population. Oh, no, not even half the population. Wait, let me go back. Hold on. Wait. Think about this. You have this small group and they're causing all this havoc. What's this tell you? They must be ran by another power because they're easy to be used. They're controlled. If you can control the brain, you can control the body. They're not using their brain. So they break down monuments. They take down anything that's around them. They'll want 10% and they want reparations. They want all this stuff. What's that tell you? They don't want to work. They don't want to wake up and work. They're mad. They're angry. They are pissed off. They when they talk, their nose flares because they're so angry. Okay? That's what happens. Maybe I'm talking about something else. We're talking about the same thing, right? But it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. Yeah, 13% of the population, take all females, elderly, and children, and commit all the crime. Yeah, hey, that's funny, yeah, because I remember that. That's a funny, yeah. Yet they commit all the crime. I need to go back on all these right here. Yeah. We all have problems, but they are Caucasian at the end. Definitely not a fan, but that's our problem. Droids are Jewish weaponry. Yes, they are. We talked about that. Before I went on my tangent, I watched a documentary. It was talking about how Jews helped droids to establish hip hop. Yep. We was Israelites and Shiites or Shiites. And one thing I laugh. Think about it. I like to talk about slavery because a lot of it is bullshit. Yes, I want to migrate too. Shia, yeah, I was like looking at the same thing. Shia, I know. I'll try and read it, but it kind of threw me off. But check, you were a purchase. Think about it. Your own people were selling you. You guys were all doing this whole slavery thing before the white man went over there. The Arabs were doing this. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody's like pointing fingers towards them. Nobody was talking shit about them. Nobody cared. The only problem is because you're white and they don't like you. Okay. So, you're telling me this. West Africans were never in Israel. Yep, that's true. Arabs were chopping their dicks off. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were chopping their dicks off. They want to do more than that. They want to chop more parts off of them. They don't like them. And that's what they're doing. But I'll tell you this. These 0 skulls belonging to them in Israel. Exactly. There is no Negroid skull found in Israel. King David was not a Negroid. King Solomon was not a Negroid. Any of these people from that time were not Negroids. It was even in the idea, right? It was even there. Think about it. They did not even have boats. They didn't even have ideas. They didn't even want to go through there. They weren't of it. But they were saying that they were going to go over here and go do that. Their mind capacity wasn't even at that level. Look at where they're... Okay, hold on. I'm going to break this down. Look at where their people's at right now. Look at where their people is right now. Playing touch butt, squatting down in mud huts. They haven't evolved. Oh my God, it's because they don't have money and they're in poverty. Dude, you're more than 1,000 years, 10,000 years. They're the same shit. Dude, come on, man. You lived how many lifetimes? You guys are still fucked up? And you guys are saying that you guys have Wakanda? No, that's bullshit. The white man took your history. Dude, really? You have all these little areas, not country, but areas where you live at, and you guys are all still fucked up. And then you got the American Negroid over here talking all hip hop, like they're all cool, but they don't have nothing to do with them. And these over here, the Africans, have nothing to do with you. You guys don't even like each other. And it's like, dude, you wouldn't even last a day over there, American Negroids. Come on, man. You guys are not Wakanda. You do not have no sophisticated society. You had what's it called? A matriarch system. You've never made it past a certain level. Lots of laughs. Nigeria is way behind in technology. That Roman Empire over from 2000. Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. Let's really get into that. Come on. They really want to debunk? Let's debunk. Let's go there. Try to debunk me. What have you guys done? You guys, okay. Your vehicle, if you guys made a vehicle, it would be called Negroid. It would be called Negroid. You have no vehicle that you've made. Everybody else has made a vehicle, Negroid. You have not made a vehicle. Dude, the Mexicans have not even made it a vehicle. Okay? They have VWs, Volkswagens being made in Mexico, but it's not, they didn't make no vehicle. You know? They had donkeys, burros. Come on, man. There's certain people of peoples that have created things. Lots of laughs. Nigeria is way behind in technology. Okay. Also, they have not invented the wheel yet even. Exactly. But, okay. I really want to get to all these texts, these little chats. But, think about it. You have these Hebrew Israelites saying, this is the word. They're reading out the Bible and they have to yell at you. Because if they yell at you, they feel like you're listening more. Like, this is what God says. For God so loved. No, they don't even like to talk about the New Testament. They say on Old Testament because it has more damage. So they'll like to take that from there because it cuts you up. So they'll go from like Leviticus or something deep that talks about blood, or you know, they go real deep. Or they go to Isaiah or Daniel. They'll go there. Okay, but they don't really understand the word because the Bible doesn't even talk about them. But they're talking about it. I don't know. That's weird. But when you came over, wait. When you guys came over here, you guys even know about Jesus or God or anything of that. And now you guys are like having pastors like Creflo Dollar. You guys are a multi-million-dollar dude walking around in suits and talking about how you got about God. But that's not even your God. You guys are all into voodoo. Nigga, please. Exactly. Let's talk about it. Now you're about God now. Because you come over here because it's about money. And this is what you do. You guys get in these nice suits. You guys talk and say, y'all Christian. Y'all Baptist now. We're Presbyterians. But guess what? It's all bullshit. I call bullshit. You know why? You guys come over here. Jesus is black. Really? Jesus is black? And you guys try to use a little joke saying, oh, Jesus cannot be no Caucasian because if he had to be over there, he had to walk around with an umbrella. You know what? In the Middle East and over there, man, you go to Greece, you go to Italy, you see a lot of white people. Yeah, they're pale. American blacks carry a hoplo native to Middle East due to Caucasians entering into West Africa, mixing with them. They mix to weaponize them. Yep, that's true. So, I know I'm jumping on something else, but I'll tell you this: these blacks, these Negroids, will use anything to make $1. They'll use something that's not even theirs. Like I said, they're the Vikings, they're the Greeks, they're the Romans. Yeah. Because those are running Netflix, Hollywood, and the NFL. They're all the same. Guess who they're under? Light, Detective, and Terror. Think about it. They're all the same. They're all the same type of people. That's why, guess what? Don't mix with them. Don't mix with them. Don't deal with them. Don't be friends with them. I'm just being straight up. Nothing's wrong with that. And they'll say, oh, you're a racist. You're a bigot. You know what? I don't even care about those words. Those are just stroking my ego, my chakras. I don't even have that ego, man. You're just stroking my chakras, man. Because I'll tell you this. You're just telling me how great I am. That's all it is. And you feel inferior. So you got to tell me that I think I'm better than you because you think I'm better than you. That's what they say to pound you off. And then they'll yell louder to get their point across to try to counteract what you're saying. American blacks carry the same haplogroup as Adolf and Napoleon. Yep, that's true too. They do. So you got these, and these tiny hats are hip. I'm going to get back to this real quick. I'm going to take a step out. I'm going to read this. Give me a second. I'm going to go back on this. Yeah, I'll tell you this. They're running Netflix, the NFL, all the celebrities, Hollywood. They're running all this. And if I really got to say this, us white people really need to start making our own stuff, our own everything, and start having to be more tribal, not tribal, Klansmen. Straight up, Klansmen. We make our own stuff. Because look what's happening right here. Everybody think it's white people doing it. Nah, this is a different type. This is a different type. They're bioweapons. And check this out. It's bioweapons. Bioweaponry. They knew how to use it. That's why they'll mix in with different types of people. And now they're able to infiltrate on all different sides. That's what they do. I'm going to get back to this whole thing right now. Give me a second. I'll be back. Like I said, there's going to be some breathing time. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back. Yes, I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting this short. I know I go on for a long time. So let me check the live chat. But it's impossible when these tiny hats are hypnotizing our people using their resources. Well, look, yeah. It's impossible. These tiny hats. Well, they are. The Instagram, Snapchat, all the social media, they're all in it. So we're all a victim of it. And we're using these formats. And it's really crazy because we're only able to say certain things. If he returns, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, I'm here. Yeah, I returned. So, you know what? I would like to have these lives filled with more Caucasian people in this live. Like I said, I'm not, I keep this like with our people. I'm not trying to grab a bunch of other people that are not involved, that are not of our cloth. So I'm not popular, and I won't be popular in that spectrum. And I'm not gonna be that type of white person to say, "Hey, but I got a Negroid friend over here, or I have this or that." I'm not playing that little game, man. That's just pandering. I don't pander. I don't want to pander. I'm not gonna play that game. Uh, Next time we will all go on live. Yeah, that sounds great. And I need to start broadening my horizon. I got that. you know. And right now, hey, guess what? It's very simple and it's fine. And even if I have the smallest group, that's great because if I could speak to one, it's gonna jump to another. It's gonna jump to another. It's gonna go wildfire. So I'm not worried about that. So no matter how much I'm pissing and the wind's blowing on me, it's how it seems. I'm pissing in the wind. That's how it feels some days. Well, it seems like that all the time if you're on YouTube, you know. But you're asking this. But check this out. You have all these other whites that are on here that are very popular. You know why they're popular? Because they side with everything else. They want to feel comfortable saying, "Oh, I have a Negroid cousin or friend or this," because they're panderers. You know, I listen to a lot of music, and then you'll have the artist that just has to bring that in because that's what calls it out to where they can get more people and more money. It's all about money, and that's what they do. So uh, I'm not about that game. I'm here to promote who we are, and that nothing's wrong with that. Trust me, you will go viral once you create IG. You know what? I'll tell you this. Okay, let's say I do IG. Okay, Instagram. Let's say I do that. I really don't know, man. I really don't think. I don't. Hey, people on YouTube see me all the time, but let's say I do the IG and that happens, but uh, I really don't think there's a lot of whites that would agree with what I'm talking about. A lot of whites are scared, and for them agreeing with me, then they feel they're in the same spot, and then they'll be like, "Oh, that takes away from what they talked about last week." You know, you're either down or you're not. You're either hot or you're cold. You know, or you're lukewarm. We have a lot of lukewarm whites. They like to play the whole idea of being white and walking like they pretend to be proud, but they're not. It's a joke. It's all of a game. It's all game. You know. I have so many white nationalists in my following. No worries. That's cool, man. You know, and like I said, what I promote is they are increasing in number. People like us out there. That is awesome. That's good to know, man. I like to hear that. You know, send them to the YouTube. Send them to the YouTube. and I'll work on doing the whole IG. And when I do that, I'll look you up. Are you on IG as your name that you put here on YouTube, so I can look you up and follow you? What's that mean? What's 1S? What's that? What's that mean? Like I said, I'm trying to understand what that last message. Okay, it means 1 second. Okay. All right then. When I do go on there, I'll definitely be. You be the first one that I will grab on my IG. You know, but I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of those that say they're of, but they're not. And when it comes down to it, this is what I'm about. There's a lot of people that can scream and shout, you know, till the rocks start crying out. But when it comes to the part to where you go down to war, people just fall and crumble like some dry rot, you know. And I notice this about a lot of white people that are not down or not really who they really are. You know, it's time to get to that place to where you know what you believe and you go for it. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's like, what do you really believe? You know, one day you're saying this, the next day you're saying that. It's you know, it's not what you feel in your gut, it's what you feel in your soul of who you are. It's your biospirit, you know? That's why when you mix, it's a different biospirit. You're mixing two different types of biospirits. And then you got a bad chain reaction. And it's good to talk about this. So, tell me about it. Come to Toronto, literally 90% of whites be like that here. Yeah. It's like it's like this. Everybody pretending to be all proud to be patriotic, but they're not patriotic. They like that idea of being patriotic. What is being patriotic? Come on, man. What is it to be proud to be white? Are you really proud to be white? When you go amongst those that are not of your own cloth and you walk in there, you walk differently? Come on, man. At least there are more based down in the U.S. You know what? Yeah. But let me tell you this. Half these U.S. businesses pander to other people, other things. You know, they pander, and they have to go to regulations because they go to that. They bow down to that. That's where the bullshit starts. Either you say, "Hey, dude, I don't want to hire this person or that." Come on, man. You should have the right to hire what you want to hire. There's no this equality type thing. You know, hey man, if you're based and you have your good qualities and who you are, you know what? I go by breed, man. If you want to go talk about like ethnicities and all that stuff, I go by breeds. There you go. Okay, I can say this. Yeah, affirmative action. I can say one thing before I'm about to close. Okay. There's a movie that we all watched, and out of this whole movie, the only part of the movie that I grabbed and I gravitated to was at the dinner table when the father was talking. What's the movie? I know you know what the movie I'm talking about. It's with that one main actor. Oh my God, what's it called? It's American History X. Not Planet of the Apes. Whoa, I was gonna go there. That's one of my favorite movies. I love it. No, that's a good movie, man. I'll tell you this. Charlton Heston. That was a good movie. It was like 1977, I believe. Okay, but hold on, it's around that time. It's not Planet of the Apes, bruh. I'll tell you that it's not. Okay, but I'll say this: it's called. I know Edward Norton. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we got Instagram for Gilgamesh. There you go. The lowercase Gilgamesh on Instagram. There you go. I put it out early. I sent it to one of my moderators. Here you go, man. So now you have it. So do with it what you will. All right, Jeff. I put it on my iPad right here. Have it set out. When I took my break, I put my Instagram out there. There you go. So do with it what you will. Yeah, Edward Norton. Yeah. So when I used to shave, when I had everything shaved down when I was younger, when I was a young man, when I was a young man, I had it all shaved down. I gotta throw pictures out there. Everybody said I look like Edward Norton. Edward Norton. Yes, I did. I just created it. So when I took my break, I went to go do all that. I know. I act like, yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, when I was younger, they all said I looked like Edward Norton. And I got a shaved head. I got a beard. I get called a bunch of names. Lots of the looks with that tattoo on the chest. Hey, but there's one part of the movie that I can actually say I received the message. Remember the dinner table where the father was talking about it, about affirmative action, and what he thought. That's legitimate. He was like, man, these guys came in here and got the job because of affirmative action, but they can't do the task, and they have to watch my back? Really? And this is what I got to deal with because affirmative action? No, that's bullshit. Think about it. Being qualified. I'm talking breeds. You know, you want to go breeds? I don't like talking about humans like breeds like that, but I'll tell you this. Being breeds, people are good for something. And let me tell you this. If I want to go to a doctor, yeah, I do want a white doctor. Yes. And the moment he put the groids on, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was very crazy. Yeah. But I'll tell you this. It comes to a point. It's like saying this. Oh, I'm going to go into the doctor's office and I have an issue with my brain. Guess what? I have a mestizo coming in there to work on my brain. No, you guys are good at landscaping and doing all this other stuff. No, I don't want you working on my brain. I'd rather have somebody from India, a dude that got dark circles under his eyes. He's been up all night. He's studying books. This dude knows what he's talking about. And I want a white dude working on my brain. I had multiple orgasms for the first time seeing that. Yeah, hey, I'll tell you this, man. Hey, I'll tell you this. Everybody's meant for something. It's like a tool. Hey, what type of work you do, bro? You might have already said it, but I'm just getting here. Okay, Trust in Jesus 1213 asked me what type of work do I do. All right, man. Yes, I'm a working man. I do waterproofing. I do roofs. I do all that, man. I basically jack of all trades, man. Waterproofing is my love. I do a lot of foundations around houses. Waterproofing, I do decks. A lot of work with construction. That's what I do. So that's the type of work I do. So any questions? I can talk about work. We can talk about work, but that's I do a lot of different stuff. I do texture decks. I do polycoat decks. I do sand coat decks. Wood decks. Tile roofs. I'm starting to do metal fabricating. I've been doing it for the past year and a half. Metal fabricating, CNC machines with metal, breaking metal. I work a lot with copper. I do a lot of bonderized, galvanized. I do a lot of work with that. That's what I do. So yeah, that's what I do, man. It sounds like in a whole. So construction, roofs. So I know I found out the other day that I might be doing a 2 or 3 year project. So that's cool. And hey, I enjoy it. I'm 42, man. I love doing this type of work. I get my hands dirty. I'm out there with the boys. I'm working. This is what I do. I stay healthy, man. I tell you this, man. What type of work do you do? Okay, let me get your name. Life chat. Let's see. Trust Jesus 1213. What type of work do you do? I know I've seen you on my page a while back. I seen you on my page. I like your username. That's pretty cool. Word. Do what you enjoy. It's not work if you like it. It's my 12th year as maintenance technician at apartment complex. Cool. So you're doing a bunch of work at a complex. That's a lot of work, man. If you're doing an apartment complex. So you're doing like electrical, you're doing handyman, you're doing everything. That's a lot of work, dude. That's a lot of work. That's cool. That's cool. Interior and exterior, that's very interesting, man. Just doing that type of work. It's when I do like interior work, that's a whole different outlook because I do a lot of exterior. I do epoxy floors for driveways, in garages. I do epoxy floors. I'm gonna start doing epoxy tables. I do a bunch of different stuff. So I want to start doing videos on that, which is pretty cool. Just pushing it out there, it's good to show things that you learned and cut all these little shortcuts and give people understanding how to do it. And if you ever look on my page, HVAC, electric, plumbing, painting, everything. Yeah, HVAC is tight. You're making money right there on HVAC right there. That's money. I don't mess much with HVAC, but I have a lot of respect right there. There's a lot of sheet metal going on with the boxes and all that stuff. And you got to do electrical. I get all that. I work on flat roofs. So I've done a lot of hot roofs. I don't know if you know what I mean by hot roofs. I do a lot of asphalt roofs. All right, Jeff, you hit the gym. Let me know what you worked out and how you worked it out and what type of workouts you're doing. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Like I said, I want to do some stuff on the weekend. I want to do a lot of workouts. And yes, I am aiming towards you guys. So let's get ready for it. I got these high intensity interval training. Hey, let me give you a little heads up. Okay, real quick before you go to the gym. Every morning when you take a shower, do your stretches in the shower. Do 200 calf raises in the shower. 200 calf raises, but do you stretch out your calves and do 200 calf raises in the shower. That's what I do. Every morning. Try it out. It's very interesting. You can be hurting for the next couple days. So you do sets of 75. You do 4 sets of 75. Cold shower. Hey bro, I'll tell you this, man. I'm cold my AC's on every night. So I'll tell you this. I'm gonna take a hot shower. Gotta wake up early. But I'll tell you this. Do your calf stretches before you do this. Do 4 sets of 75. Or do 4 sets of 100. That's 400. Just do it, man. Just go. So let me tell you this. You're going to be hardly able to walk. So you got to do this every day. That's why I've been hitting. My calves are like rocks, man. I'll tell you that. So try that out. And then I do this. Touch your toes in the shower. Let the water hit your back right here, and it loosens it up, and you stretch better. And that's what I do. Do your stretches in the shower. Very good, man. So try that out too. So let's get ready, man. So I need to get to these other messages over here. You do your thing. Jeff Green, hit me up on Instagram. Throw the videos all over. Do what you want with it, man. Let's get it. Hey, brother, you know what? Anytime you need to talk, send a message. I'm always going to talk to you. This is good stuff. Very good stuff, man. And trust in Jesus, man. I appreciate you coming on my page. You know, I've seen you over the years over the time on my page, and I've seen your little comments on there. I don't remember every comment, but I remember seeing your username. It's good to see you, and I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on here, and hopefully you can go back on the live videos or all the other videos I have, and just like go through them. And they have a lot of breathing room, so you're gonna have to like fast forward and find the certain spots, because I get to every message that's on my live chat. I'm very active, so it's a lot of work. I get it. So check out my page. Like I said, I have the Gilgamesh as my Cash App. I'm trying to start doing stuff to where I can do this on a daily, to where I get off work and I can do this. I'm gone 16 to 17 hours a day, and I come home and this is what I do. So I'm not begging. This is what I do. And I just like to make sure I can start doing this on the daily. I appreciate all of you guys. God bless you. And you know what? Be true to yourself no matter where you're at, regardless of who's around you. Be true to yourself no matter where you're at. Don't change your character. Don't change your character. Always be who you are. Never forget that. Don't matter who you're walking around. You don't change your personality. You don't change none of that. Stay true to yourself. Because when you go to bed at night, you're going to remember that. And you're not going to say, hey, I didn't waver. I didn't change none of that. I am who I am. And that's what's really good right there, of staying true to yourself. Because you can look in the mirror and see who you really are. That reflection, that person who you see is good. Hey, remember this. We're not just those that walks amongst the earth and don't do nothing. We are gods amongst this earth. And once we understand that and know who we really are, look at, our people have created civilizations. Our ancestors, now we need to create something different. Now we got to be better. We can't ride on their coattails. We got to do something different. Be better. Be smarter. You know, I'm always going to my people, Greek philosophers, and I look at what they talk about, and I'm like astonished. But hey, I want to be better than that. I want to be better than that. You know, I look at Plato, Aristotle. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Look at the stuff they talk about. Look at what they've, what steps they've made and where they're at in history. Look at that. We are at a different place. We have technology. We can get to a higher plane. That's what I'm talking about. We have this. We have a connection. I want us to all be strong. We all need to be tighter. It's about being clansmen. Everybody else out here is tribal. We need to start being clansmen. Because right now, being who we are, we're the salt of the earth. We are a light set upon a hill that cannot be hidden. But guess what? Nobody likes that light. They want to sabotage it. They want to put all this sickness to it. They want to talk about all this nasty, degrading things. And people love watching that stuff. You know why? Because they're of that type of darkness. We are that light that comes into that darkness. Let's be those people. Love yourself. Love your family. You can't love your family if you don't love yourself. Love yourself first. Get it. All right? God bless you all. And this is my time. I'm ending the live. If you have any other comments, drop it or drop it after the live, and I will get back to you definitely. Most definitely. I'm all about that. So it's all about our people. And like I said, hey, you are the ones. This is why I do it. It's for my family, and I do it for you. And you guys are part of me. And let's like start projecting this. Take this message and put it out. And hey, grab the video, throw it somewhere else, cut the video up, do what you want with it. But I tell you this, the message I present is what you already think about. You think about what I'm talking about. So all the stuff that I talk about, you probably think about it, but you haven't talked about it. But you haven't got and made a live video and talked about it, but you want to talk about it. You can use that. Use it as a format. That's cool. You know? It's all good. Let's do this. Let's stop being quiet. Let's start talking. Because us white people, when we walk down the street, we don't even say hi to each other anymore. We don't. But you see all these paisas, all these Negroids, hey, they're close, they're tight-knit, they're like ants. They got these little fillers on their heads. When they walk by each other, they go bzzz, and they go to the next one, bzzz. That's what they do. Because you know what? They're orchestrating. They're getting ready. That's why they got taco shops on every corner. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And you guys think I'm terrible because I'm talking about that, but I'm being straight real. They're getting ready for their takeover. That's why you don't have no Greek shops. You have no Russian food, no German food, none of that. All of it's taken out. They have all their food. They simulate it to their own people over here. So what do you think about that? But at the end of the day, guess what? Our culture is gone. Who you are as a people is gone. And all these other people are just riding on the coattails of our people, and they're bearing the fruits. They reap the harvest. They're enjoying it. And they're laughing at you. And they're always gonna say this, you lazy ass white people. So I'll tell you this as my white people. You guys step up and do what we need to do. And then we'll talk about that in the next live. Drop a comment and let's go. You know what? I love y'all. Let's get it. Caucasian out. Actually, Caucasoid out.